California.
A roadside bomb killed 4 NATO troops in Afghanistan yesterday, taking the July death toll to at least 53. The deaths come only a day after 2 American troops died when their helicopter went down in southern Helmand province. Today, North Korea is ramping up threats to South Korea and the United States. They're threatening a nuclear response to war games between the U.S. and South Korea slated to take place tomorrow. This comes on the heels of the deadly sinking of a South Korean warship. Both Seoul and Washington have pointed the finger at North Korea. But North Korea has denied any involvement. Joining us now to talk all about it is MSNBC military analyst Colonel Jack Jacobs. All right, Jack, so why would North Korea raise the stakes to a nuclear response?
Well, there's always the possibility that they're absolutely crazy. Don't forget that the North invaded the South in 1950 with no provocation. A couple of weeks ago, they sank a South Korean ship with absolutely no provocation. I'm reminded of the observation about the poet Lord Byron, mad, bad, and dangerous to know. These guys are absolutely capable of anything.
And it seems like there are routine threats. So, I mean, how do we interpret the latest threat? Is this threat credible? What should we think at this point?
Well, I think it is credible. I think we have to take at face value just about anything that North Korea threatens to do, and indeed take actions to prevent things that they have not said that they might do, because they are capable of doing anything. They have 1 million men under arms. 40% of the gross domestic product of North Korea goes to the military. All the food that goes to North Korea goes to the military. No, they're liable to do just about anything.
In the meantime, Secretary of State Clinton has been in the region. I believe she's in South Korea right now. And she's always said, you know, let's go ahead, let's keep the dialogue open. But now that all of this has happened, I mean, what does that do? I'm sure it kind of puts a damper on that situation.
Well, I don't think it necessarily closes the possibility of having talks. They may not be meaningful, but talks with North Korea. But we're not going to do them by ourselves. Don't forget, in the region, there are lots of interested parties: Japan, South Korea, the United States, Russia, and also China, who's the 800-pound gorilla in the region.
Right. I mean, could China stop war games?
No, they can't stop war games. They complained about it, but we're going to carry on. But they can be the linchpin in making sure that that North Korea gets to the table. Don't forget that China has been opposed to any further deeper sanctions to North Korea. Why? Not because they don't like North Korea necessarily, but because if things get really, really bad in North Korea, what happens? 1 million refugees stream across the Yalu River from North Korea to China, and then the Chinese have to deal with them too. That's why China's interested in North Korea's keeping contained.